Hello, welcome to another video on my channel, and hey Sverige, hey everyone. In this video I want to kick off the national final season for Eurovision 2021, and I've been waiting for so long, literally since the cancellation of the Eurovision Song Contest 2020. I wanted this day to happen, and this video to record was also a thing I wanted to do so early, but I just did not have the time, and I still have 2 new Eurovision stuff to record, like reactions to still have to be recorded, so yeah. But in this video I wanna talk about Melodifestivalen and like my dream Melodifestivalen. So some acts are realistic, I think the most are realistic, but there are also of course some acts that aren't really realistic to happen for 2021, but hey, we are allowed to dream, and this is what I would call a perfect Melodifestivalen lineup for 2021. And here we go with deltävling nummer 1. Okay, and the first name I have there is Mariette. She would return for the 5th time, and she of course made it to the final in every year, so in every time that she participated she made it straight to the final. Don't Stop Believing, A Million Years, For You, and Shout It Out. And then a 5th time, I don't know which song she would, and she would go with for this contest, but I hope that she will be back, and I'm really optimistic. So Mariette is one name, and the second act is Tusse. Tusse won the Sverige Idol, so the Swedish version of Pop Idol, in 2019, and he's really likely to debut in 2021 because Christer Björkman also recommended him to do it, and I think that this is really realistic that he will come to Melodifestivalen and yes, debut, and I would love to see him because he has an interesting voice, and I think a lot of great songs can be done and can be sung by him, so I think he is a great act. The third name is another act that already participated earlier but was not so successful. It's Oscar Innenstart, or however he's pronounced, but I would like to see him back. He had like 2 songs in running. In 2018 he was a part of this man group called 4NO, and Felix Sandman, Oscar, and also another person, Omar, I would say, and they had a song in and they made it to the final, and then 2 years later he returned but did not make it to even Anna Hansen, so he lost in this semi-final. So I think this is a good chance for him. 3rd time, 3 is a lucky charm, so I think this would be really deserved to see him back and to give him another chance. And then we have the 4th act. I can't even imagine to see him back. It's Paul Way. He debuted last year, or technically this year in 2020, with Talking in My Sleep and made it to the final, but not directly. He made it over Anna Hansen to the final, but he won his round against Malo Brits. I also want to see her back, but technically she's not allowed to do it this time, so I kept her out of that list. But Paul Ray is an act I would really like to see back. I did not even like Talking in My Sleep so much, but I think that he can do a lot of great things, and probably other songs are better, so let's see him back for another year. And we continue with the 5th act in this semi-final, and this is Mendes. And yes, this Latino style from Mendes, of course that's not so Swedish, but I think we also need this. I mean, 2 songs every day in 2018, and then Vamos Amigos this year, and I think it's just something that it really made Melodifestivalen good, and I think it's great to see him. And obviously not an act for Eurovision, please don't win, but to compete and probably making it to the final, I think that's all okay, or at least under constant, so yes. And then the 6th act is a duo called Smith and Tell, and I discovered this like days or weeks ago, and they are really good. They are modern, and I think they could have a big impact on Melodifestivalen and even Eurovision. They are really good, and I think this is what Sweden needs, but I don't really say too much. Just listen to them, and yeah, they are really, really good. And then the seventh act, the final act from the first round, is Dotter. So the runner-up from 2020, Dotter, would be back, and I think this is obvious that she is going to return. If not next year, then in 2 years. But I think we all agree on that that Dotter will return, and this is all what she deserves. She should go to Eurovision if she wins, and I think that this might happen. But of course, it's hard after a second place, and it was so close behind the Mama. So I think, yeah, but I think she will do it, and she will return to the contest. And yeah, let's see how it goes. And we continue with the second round, Deltävling 2. And in the second round, we kick it off with the Mamas. I am sure that a lot want them to compete again, because this is their only chance to go to Eurovision and represent Sweden. They would have done it in 2020, but we all know that it was cancelled because of the still going pandemic. So yeah, and I want them to go to Eurovision. This is only fair. And I don't know if 2021 is the right year, but I think that this is when we want to see them. So yeah, the Mamas, they need it, and I think 2021 would be good. So I placed them in the second round, but only because like this lineup is really, really strong. So every act deserves the final like 7th slot in the last semi-final, but there's only space for one, so I put them on song 1 in the second round, but you can change it however you want, so this is only how I would do it. And then we continue with the second act. That's Molly Sandén, an act that a lot of people know. She did Melodifestivalen many times, and she really wants to go to Eurovision, but I think she already gave up, so I don't think this might happen. But she was the voice of this woman from the Eurovision Netflix movie, and really popular. So I think that also because she got so much attention, there is at least a chance that she might do Melodifestivalen again, but I don't see it really happening. But I think it would be nice, and I think that she could probably do a ballad this time, and then she might win, but I don't know. So yeah, then we continue with William Sigurdal. He was also in Sverige Idol in 2019, I think, or 2018, I don't know, but he did a really good duet with Mariette, and I think that this was really lovely. So Mariette and William Sigurdal, they are both great. Probably even they could do Melodifestivalen together, but I just listed them separately. But yes, he is really good, so please come to Melodifestivalen. And then the fourth name on this list is another name we all expect, and this is Liamo, who did Melodifestivalen twice in 2018 with Last Breath, made it to the 6th place, and then 1 year later he returned together with Hannah Ferm and a song called Hold You, and he made it to the 3rd place. They made it to the 3rd place, and of course he did not participate last year or this year in 2020 because of the rules. So I think that 2021 is happening and he will return. So the 5th act I would love to see in Melodifestivalen, and I have it in this second round as well, and Deltävling 2. It's Anis Don Demina, and last year I was like, okay, he's there, I don't care about it, but yeah, but he was really good. He had a song that was okay, but he live it was amazing, and I think that we need this again for 2021, probably an up-tempo song. It's what we need, and this is what I need especially. So Anis Don Demina, please come back and do your best, and probably a Swedish song by Anis Don Demina at Eurovision, who knows, but yeah, we can dream, but I don't see it happening, but who knows. And then the next name is Felix Sandman on Melodifestivalen stage. Once again, he did it 3 times before, once as a part of the group 4 and then he returned as a solo artist in 2018 with a song called Every Single Day, and he was the runner-up, so he almost won. And then last year, or 2020, he returned with Boys with Emotions, and yes, every time he made it through Anderkansen to the finals, and I think he's a candidate for Anderkansen this time again, and probably he will make it to the final again, so yes. And then the 7th name on that list from this round is Victor Leksell. He's really known in Sweden, he's really popular and charting. I don't know if he's still there, but I listen to his music often, and I think Melodifestivalen would be nice. I would be happy and interested if he really does Melodifestivalen, but I don't know if this is really likely to happen or not, so I just added him, and who knows, we will see, so yes. And now we are halfway through, so let me know who's your favorite so far, and then we continue with the round number 3, Deltävling 3, and the first name here is Robin Bengtsson, who won in 2017 and debuted in 2016 and returned in 2020, and yeah, I like his music and I would love to see him back for a 4th time. I don't know if he is the right one to go to Eurovision, but why not? I mean, if he has a good song, and yeah, why not? But for Melodifestivalen, I think would be really nice, and yes, don't care about the kind of the song, but I just think that if he has a good song, he's really welcome in the contest. So here we go. And then the second name I have is Amanda Osa, who was the automatic act, like the P4 or however it was called, this round that decided on the first Melodifestivalen act, and she was the winner of this contest last year, so she was automatically qualified for Melodifestivalen 2020. Usually I don't really like those acts, and they also fail in the semis, but in 2020 I really liked her, and I really liked her song, and I still listen to this. Her song was called Late, and it's in Swedish, but the title is in English, so Late by Amanda Osa. And yes, please come back. She's really nice, so yes, we will see, but I would be really happy. I would be also really happy if Clara Hammarström would return. She was 5th place in the second round in 2020, and I remember when it was like, okay, Dotter or her will make it to the final, and the other one's journey is over, and they decided that Dotter should go to the final, and I was like, yeah, good decision, and the only right decision, but she was also great, and I think she deserves at least Anderkansen. So I think this is only a fair second chance for her to return, and probably she would make the final in 2021, so yes. And then the 4th name on my list is Nano. Nano debuted in 2017 with his R&B ballad called Hold On, and he was the runner-up. He won the televote, so if only the Swedish audience decided on the outcome, he would have gone to Eurovision Song Contest 2017 instead of Robin Bengtsson. And yes, I think it's just time to write that story right, and he should really do it. He also returned in 2019 with Chasing Rivers, also good, but not as good as Hold On. So, but hey, all good things are 3, so 3 is a lucky charm, and probably this is the right thing for him for 2021 Melodifestivalen Nano. And then we continue with the 5th act from this round, and I want to see also in this competition Sebastian Valdén, who won Sverige Idol in 2018. And yes, that's it. He's really nice, he's really good, and he could be there. And then the next act is Jakob Kjellberg, or Karlberg, or however. He was in Melodifestivalen in 2020, and it was such a fresh Swedish pop song, and I was like, okay, the song deserves at least Underkansen or even the final. And hey, I think he should return. I think he has a great voice and a great genre and interesting songs. So yes, please come back. And yes. And then the next song, it's the 21st, and it's the 7th and last act for this round. It is an act that won't happen in 2021, but I hope she will return in probably 4 years or so on. But I mean, I still added her for 2021 because this is a dream lineup and this will never happen, but I still added her. It's Victoria. Victoria, who did Melodifestivalen 3 times, 2016 with Save Me and 2017 with As I Lay Me Down, and then 2019 with Not With Me. And she's so great and she really deserves to go to Eurovision. And yes, 2021, here we go. I hope she will be there, but I am 99% sure that this won't happen. But yes, probably I'm wrong and we will see her back. And only one semi-final is left, and this is Deltävling 4, the 4th round. And the first name, like, this is the best semi, I would say. There are really, really strong names, and I think everyone is like, oh my god, this should go to Eurovision. And the first one is Reese. I hope I pronounced this right, but she is really good. It's like probably one of my favorite Swedish singers, and I just discovered her like a month ago. But songs like Better Break My Heart or Last Dance are really, really great, and she's such a fresh act and such a fresh artist from Sweden, and she just has to do it, and it would be such a nice scenario to see her at Melodifestivalen or Eurovision. I can't imagine it, but probably we will see her. But please, please, please do it this time. But yeah, I can dream, but I think it's not so realistic. Probably this name is more realistic. William Street, who did Melodifestivalen this year as well, and he did not make it to the final, not even under Hansen. Swedish song, Molnjus called, and I really liked it, and yes, it would be great to see him back. The third name is a person who is not from Sweden, who did Melodifestivalen twice, and also for her national final in her own country, and it's Margaret. She is from Poland, and she did the Polish selection in 2016 with Cool Me Down, and 2 years later she did Melodifestivalen with In My Cabana, and then 1 year later she returned with Tempo. And yes, all as well here, like third time I said 3 is a lucky charm, and she might be back, but I don't know. She's more focusing on Poland right now, but probably she just said okay once more, but I don't know. It would be nice, but yes. And fourth name would be Rebecca Karlsson, and she did Melodifestivalen also in the past, like 2 years ago or 1 year ago in 2019, I think. And no final, but under Hansen, and yeah, I did not like the song so much, but I like her voice, and I like her stage presence, so I think that all of those things, plus the right song, could be an amazing act for Melodifestivalen and Eurovision. And yes, please do it again, and yes, who knows how the outcome would be this time. And then the fifth act is another act that Melodifestivalen earlier, and this person was runner-up in his first year, but then he did not return yet. And I think this might happen in 2021. I talk about Bishara, who was the runner-up in 2019 with a song called On My Own, and only Jon Lundvik was stronger in this year, and I think he deserved to go to Eurovision. Bishara was second. I think it was a bit too high, but he's still good. He has a great voice, and yes, of course, please, it would be good and always welcome here in Melodifestivalen. So Bishara, of course, on my list. And then only 2 names left, and those are really, really big names and completely different acts, completely different genres, but it would be so great to see both in Melodifestivalen. And the 6th is a veteran in Melodifestivalen. He did it 3 times and would be his 4th time. He's really special. I talk about no other than the Joik legend from Sweden called Jon-Henrik Fjällgren. And of course, in 2015, Eurofan was amazing. He was second, and I think it was his best song, but also En värld full av strider, which was his song in 2017, together with Aninia. It was a duo, also great. Might have won Eurovision, I would say, but the Swedes did not dare to send him. And then 2019, he even sang in Swedish in his song called Norskien. And 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place, so I hope that this time he wouldn't end up on the 5th place, but he should win, honestly, because I think that he won't come back many times, because he just wants to win, he just wants to go to Eurovision, and yes, so I'm not even sure if we will see him back again, but if, then this might be his last appearance, and so I think, please, this is the chance for Sweden to dare something, to send something completely different, really completely different. And yes, I would love it. I would love to see this color of music in Eurovision Song Contest, Jon-Henrik Fjällgren, and yes, please, I want to see him back. And then the last name in this lineup for Melodifestivalen in 2021, another act that's won't compete, I think, for 100%. We can say that she won't do Melodifestivalen because she's just way too big. I talk about Zara Larsson, and yes, I mean, who knows Zara Larsson? Everyone knows her, and I think everyone would flip out if we see her in Melodifestivalen, but I think this won't happen. But I can dream, we can dream, and this would be my dream. So, Zara Larsson. So, this is it. Those are the names I would like and love to see there in Melodifestivalen 2021. I'm so excited. In 1 month we will know the acts, and in about 2 months or 3 months we will even know first songs. And until then, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you will be updated on everything that's happening on this channel and the world of Eurovision. So about reactions or rankings or just my opinion, then subscribe. And if you are new on this channel, then especially you should subscribe, because this is something for you. And yes, let me know your opinion and your wish list for Melodifestivalen in the comment section down below. And here you can see a new video, another video on my channel. It's something that's random, but yeah. So thank you for watching, and see you later. Bye.